Hello everyone and welcome to another custom figure showcase, and this is a very special custom figure showcase today because the custom that I am showing off is actually available for one very lucky person to own. I will explain a bit more about that in a minute. So, as some of you may know, I recently started a Patreon to help me fund, or to help you guys to help me fund, future projects, future customs and other projects that I might do in future. And obviously the thing with Patreon is it offers people who donate exclusive content, and what I have done exclusive content wise in the form of a webcomic which is going to form as a sort of prequel to a future audio series story, the first 4 pages of which are free to everyone. After the 1st of February, however, it will be available to patrons only, but you can view it for a minimum of $1 a month. That's literally all you need to pledge, $1 a month to view the comic. But obviously, for people who do wish to donate more, there are other incentives and rewards, and my highest tier reward is for one very lucky person, and it includes this. And this is a Skaro city corridor with master plan Dalek in 375 scale. So, to take you over the city part first of all, basically this is just made out of light card. A lot of the same materials that I make a lot of my other large customs out of. But basically, I took my inspiration from The Witch's Familiar. Because I originally looked at taking my inspiration from the classic series, but I wanted something that just had a bit more depth to it, and I think the sets on The Witch's Familiar just looked, they had a little bit more to them. So obviously I've got things like the vents that have been seen where the mutant Daleks that are left down in the sewers come out of. Obviously we've got a little door control panel, and then in the back as well I've also I've made a closed door. Again, it just gives it a little bit more depth. And then also on the top, what I've done is there's a hole here in the top, and it's basically just to allow some light in from the tops, because originally when I did this there wasn't any hole there, and it didn't look quite right because it was very dark. And my original plan for this was to try and put lights in it, but unfortunately there wasn't an easy way that I could do it that didn't look odd. So I thought, well, I'll use natural light. So by adding this gap in here, it means it lets natural light in, but it also means that if anybody, the person who does get this, ever wants to add in some kind of light at the top here, they can always put one in. So it's literally just painted all around, and on the back I have signed it. It's one of 2. The other one I will be keeping in my personal collection, so I will only ever be making, only ever made 2 of these. I won't be making any more of these, so it will be one of 2 as a part of an exclusive custom from me. But obviously I didn't want to give it a Skaro city corridor without a Dalek to go with it, and I thought a classic Dalek would be the best one to go with. But of course I wondered, what classic Dalek should I do? I decided to look at the different classic styles, but I wanted something again that we hadn't necessarily seen as a genuine figure. And the other thing that's worth saying as well is that I modelled this, the dimensions of this were actually made using a new series Dalek in terms of the scale size, because I wanted it to be compatible with new series 375 customs as well, because obviously anyone who then gets it will then have something that they can also add new series Daleks as well, and make a kind of Witch's Familiar diorama if they want. But yes, as I said, I wanted a Dalek that was something that we hadn't necessarily seen as a proper custom, and the one Dalek that's always jumped out at me that's actually, as far as I'm aware, it's I've said this before because I know I've done other customs with it before, it's a Dalek that never actually existed. It was a miscoloration on a cover for the novelization of the second part of the Dalek's master plan called The Mutation of Time, and it has become known as the Master Plan Dalek. Now, it was originally, allegedly, what happened is they looked at the black and white of the Supreme, and they decided, or somebody basically interpreted that this was the colours that it should be. And so it never actually appeared on screen, but it's a design that I really like, and it's a design that a colour scheme that I think works really well as a classic Dalek. So when I was looking at classic Dalek designs, I thought, well, you know, we've had the gold Dalek, we've had classic silver Daleks. I think there might have been a 375 Renegade Dalek. I could be making that up, but I wanted something that would contrast against the dark colours of the city corridor. So I thought that the Master Plan Dalek was a brilliant idea because it gives a bit of depth, but also a bit of colour to the look of this. And what I like about this is I've modelled it on The Witch's Familiar, but by using a classic Dalek in what is well known to be a classic colour scheme, it kind of adds the contrast that, in a way, it looks both classic and new at the same time, which I think works really well as a model. And it's certainly something that I've discovered that I will take forward into my future customs, and in terms of mixing new and classic together. But as I said, this is one of two. I will be keeping one, but this is available to one lucky person that pledges to my Patreon. There is more information about this on my Patreon. You can find a link in the description. If you click on the link and look at my rewards, you will see the different tiers I've got, and you will see this one. I've included a picture of it, so you know which one it is in the reward tiers. And also, as I said, the first 4 pages of my Patreon comic will be available to everyone. The first 3 are up now, and the 4th final free page is coming up this Saturday. After that, only patrons will be able to view it, but I am very pleased with what I've put together for my patrons, so I certainly hope that people consider pledging, even if it's just, as I said, just $1 a month to view the comic. I will be incredibly thankful, because even if, say, 20 people, no, not even that, 10 people, if 10 people donate $1 a month just to view the comic, that's suddenly $10 more, or once the commission's been taken out from Patreon, about $8 more to my customs budget or projects budget, whatever I decide to use the money for. It's all the money that I make on my Patreon is going to go back into my YouTube, whether it's through customs or making other projects. But even if 10 people donate $1 a month and view the comic, then that means I've suddenly got $8 a month more in my customs budget than I've had before. And let's say 12 people donate, and then I'm getting $10 a month, and then I've suddenly, by the end of the year, or at least by the end of this year, I will have somewhere in the region of maybe $100, and that's a lot of money for customs things. And it's the thing is I know a lot of people don't like being asked to give money, and I can appreciate where they come from, things like that. And some people have said to me, well, wouldn't it be easier for people to send you the customs parts and things like that? But the thing is, to send me customs parts, you've got to buy them yourself, or you've got to then, even if you've already got them, you've got to find the parts. I've got to tell you the parts I need. You've got to then see if you've got them. You've got to then ship them to me, which is going to be international shipping to Sweden. It's going to cost a lot more than $1 to ship customs parts to me. So by just donating $1 a month or more, if you want to, go for any of my other awards, not only are you helping me, it's a very small amount of $1 if you want to do the minimum. So you're helping me out, and plus you're getting exclusive content from me, through that. And I'm hoping in the future as well that, obviously, this year I've got planned is the webcomic. 2 pages a month will be uploaded. But obviously after this year, there are obviously other things that I want to do. I've got plenty of ideas that I might do for future exclusive Patreon content, things that I know people want to see, or other things that I haven't done before. And so, by donating, you are getting, I want to make sure that people are getting something for that donation, because it does mean a lot to me that people decide to donate, and I don't want them to feel like I'm just asking them for their money without giving them something back. This is the money that raises from my Patreon not only goes back into YouTube, but it also means that, like I said, when you donate, there's content, there's exclusive content and rewards there, to say thank you for donating, because it really does mean a lot to me, and I want to be able to, give back what people give to me, because ultimately YouTube is something that, contrary to what a lot of people think, if you haven't seen my Let's Talk video on making money on YouTube, I would highly urge you to go and watch it. But contrary to a lot of people think, YouTube doesn't pay well for, even with 2,000 subscribers. or 1,800, whatever I've got now. I get less than it can be anywhere between $10 a month to $40 a month on YouTube. And bearing in mind that might sound like a lot to some people, but bearing in mind that I want to do this as a full-time job, $40 a month, I need to be, if I was doing this as a full-time job, would need to be earning at least $1,000 a month, and that is a significant gap, obviously, you know. So this is something that I'm still doing in my spare time. This is something that I have to pool my resources and put all of the spare cash and everything that I get into, and so it is a lot of work for me, and it is a lot of work for me to be able to get the money together that I need to fund customs and things that I know you guys want to see in future. But if you guys can start helping me fund these, not only will I be able to give things back to you in terms of the YouTube, but I will also be able to make sure that those who do donate are rewarded with extra exclusive content from me. So as much as this video is, you know, a custom figure showcase of showing this, I also kind of wanted to take the opportunity to ask people again. It would really mean a lot to me if you would check out my Patreon and donate to it. As I said, you know, there's exclusive content. It costs $1 a month just to view the basic comic. But if people want to donate more, there are rewards in place, such as this model. I may well in future, I have no plans to at the moment, I will say this, I have no plans at the moment to make any other exclusive customs as part of rewards, but I may consider doing it in future if this one generates enough, you know, interest in it's something that people would be interested in, and it's the kind of thing that people would donate for, and I may consider doing it in future. But for now, that is my Skaro City Corridor with exclusive Masterplan Dalek, and it is available to one lucky person on my Patreon. So, as always, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, favorite, subscribe, share, it really helps me a lot, and be sure to check out the description below for a link to my Patreon, where you can possibly, if you're very lucky and you are the lucky donator, you can get this model right here. Anywhere in the world, I will send it to you, but you've got to be the lucky donator. I salute you all, and I will see you with another video very soon.